With Spark Universe's Huggy and Friends add-on being released to the Minecraft Marketplace this week and taking it completely by storm, I figured we'd have a look at which texture packs could pair nicely with it that really amp up that toy feeling and bring immersion into that horror aspect as well. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Circus Texture Pack by Bunny Studios, the Playroom Texture Pack by SciQuest, and the Kindergarten Texture Pack by HeroPixel Games. So we're going to start with the Circus Texture Pack by Bunny Studios. This texture pack was released in July 2024 and hasn't been updated since. So there is going to be some immersion breaking here straight away, unfortunately, when it comes to certain elements like chickens, although this one seems to be okay. It's got that weird kind of elements of mascot horror in here as well. Like you could see that quite easily chilling next to a mummy Longlegs, and it would work quite well. The sheep look fine. I'm interested to see if the cows and the pigs have defaulted back, because I was shocked by that chicken to begin with. And then what we'll do is we'll spawn in a few of the Huggy and Friends monsters themselves and see how well they fit in. But in terms of a texture pack, we've got bright colors. We've got very, very bright colors. In fact, bright yellows, bright greens in here, which can really complement the Huggy and Friends textures. If you haven't seen the Huggy and Friends add-on, make sure you check out my main video and my jump scares video over on my main channel. I'll put a link in the description to both. But yeah, okay, so showing the signs of the times here. The cows defaulted back because of that Spring to Life update that hasn't been affected here. But we can see, looking over here, coming up to the village as well, the bright colors, do they work well with the action, not the actions, with the Huggies and Friends? I've got actions and stuff on the brain today. With the Huggy and Friends, I mean, look, we've got little critters running around here as well. So the colors working very well together, I think. The nice brightness on here. Although this guy seems to want to end it all, so we'll carry on over here. If we check out some of the villagers, we get some of the weird and wacky circus villager styles. So again, could easily be part of that mascot horror with the eyes on here. I think that would fit in well. If we trigger a friendly Doey, we can get him to like spawn around again with a few critters. He's here trying to give us some white dye, I think. Yep. Laughing around as well. I don't think that breaks, actually. I think that works really well. There's a bit more pixelization on Doey than there is on, say, the wall behind him. But he works well with the grass. I think this blends in quite well, to be honest with you. This could be a nice texture pack to pair with Huggy and Friends initially. 490 mine tokens in the marketplace. But like I said before, it is outdated. If we find ourselves a critter... Yeah, let's make him mad. Look, I punched your critter friend, bro. What's up? What happens if we get the horror one? We can spoil the horror one out here. I'm going to kill him. Yeah, I'm going to kill him. You want me to kill him? I'll take your inactivity. Here we go. And there's the monster Doey as well popping in. Of course, because we're in creative, he's not interested in fighting with me. But I think that works. Yeah, I think this is fitting in quite well. Nothing's standing out too tough. If we grab a chicken and we just put it next to it, tell me that doesn't look like that could easily be from the same universe. I think we're starting off quite well here. Obviously, we need to go and see how the main man looks. Old Huggy Wuggy himself. So let's spawn in a Huggy Wuggy. It's already active, so where is he? Let's see if we can see him. Huggy, where are ye? Oh, wow. Okay, even the Iron Golem over here kind of had me a little bit thinking that might have been a mascot horror there. Look at that. Kind of want to see just Huggy off in the distance as well. No, again, see, look, because I'm now on edge looking for Huggy, I thought that was Huggy. There he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Hugs? You okay? Just get myself one of the videotapes. So what Huggy does, if you don't know, he goes through 3 phases. One, he stands quite far away, just keeping you at arm's length, watching what you're doing, not really interacting. And as you try to approach, he'll disappear. But then in his second phase, he'll be a bit more active. He'll take more of an interest in you. He'll come up to you. He'll walk around you, not quite attacking you, but he may potentially pinch something from your inventory and then pretend to try and give it back to you. And then afterwards, his third phase, he tries to kill you. He tries to eat you. He wants to end you. Where are you, Hugs? Let's get some Huggy Wuggy. Where are you, buddy? And I think the colors of this texture pack as well. We have to remember we are looking at the texture pack here. The colors of the texture pack work quite well. They're not really dark and gritty. And maybe that is what you need for a Huggy and Friends add-on, is a darker texture pack to really boost up the horror. I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments, I think. But I think having the world around it really blend in as if you're playing a Huggy game or Poppy Playtime to people who are in the know. I think having that work could really work well. Do we have Huggy around here? I've been noticing as I've been going through, a few elements are still broken. Well, not... Oh, hello. Cheers, buddy. Hi, how you doing? A few elements do kind of break the immersion a little bit because as it's a year out of date, the blocks are not being updated for the newer stuff. So certain bits of grass, for instance, certain elements like the copper family and stuff like that, not added in. So you do kind of, if you go for this kind of a texture pack, you do have to bear that in mind. He seems to have disappeared now. All right, he's now guarding my way back to the village. Okay, good. We made him disappear. That's cool. I actually forgot how cool the chickens were, man. And every time they spawn in, I'm so glad these have updated. I don't understand how they haven't. I really hope it's not broken and that is how it is supposed to look. I'm sure that is how it's supposed to look. I do remember that. But I actually forgot how cool that was as a texture. That kind of stringy body really working in. And then obviously you've got the faces of the villagers all looking a bit crazy. Because we're kind of stuck in this element, or this event, sorry, with Huggy Wuggy. We do kind of just have to hang around this village at this point. Although... we did just get a musical number there, so I think that might be a sign that Huggy's gone into his second phase. He may become a little bit more active. What is he doing? Yeah. Look, that is creepy right there. Are you taking the mick? You're having a laugh. That is absolutely creepy. And then you've got the villager behind him as well. Just bringing that goofiness back in. Why are you hiding from me? Iron Golem, get him. I've turned my back on him. You should never turn your back on Huggy. He's disappeared now. Listen, bro, we have to work together, okay? There is a monster around here. That, not to say that you're a monster. You're fine, but there is like a 20-foot tall monster, mate, okay? And I need you to protect not only the villagers, but also I need you to protect me. Do you think you could... no, you're not going to protect me. Okay, cool. He's not going to protect me then. Right. Listen. It's nearly nighttime, Huggy, man. Maybe we just call it a day? Yeah? Great video? Hit the like? Yeah? You think everybody should subscribe, right? That's what you're thinking. Look, have him. Have him. He's good. Got that kind of circus style sunrise there. Sunrise, sunset. If I can say... No, Huggy, man. Please, Huggy. Listen. I'm all for it as well, mate, yeah? But, like, come on. We seem to have gotten away from him there. I wanted it to go to nighttime so we could see how the textures look at night. Maybe get some hostile mobs in here as well and see how they're looking. Because not only are we going to have to dodge Huggy, not only are we going to have to dodge his friends, we're also going to have to dodge the actual survival hostile mobs as well. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, wasn't expecting that. Ay, 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 ay. That's not... Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Guys, please do hit the subscribe button. This is my heart. Genuinely, I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. And also, I know there's going to be some people that are going to ask, well, does it work with actions and stuff? Does it work with realism craft? These are things that I can check if people do ask them in the description, in the comments, sorry. But one thing I want to stress as this Iron Golem comes up here to protect us and find out what I'm waffling. One thing I do want to stress is that I genuinely think the perfect texture pack for this is something with the bright colors, with the wacky models, wacky textures. And so something like actions and stuff that introduces its own animations and things like that, I don't think it quite captures the essence, for me at least. And Realism Craft, I feel like, goes in a completely different direction as well. So while obviously those are very valid questions and everybody has a different playstyle, it's not what immediately jumps out as apparently needed by me, to be fair. So that's why we're not particularly... Ay, ay, ay. He did that on purpose. I'll try and present a 100% professional video with Huggy just doing that. That's not fair. I punched him. I punched him. I punched him. I didn't mean to punch him. I panicked. I panicked and I punched him. I kind of want him to kill me because I want to see what happens to the totem. But yeah, I panicked. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to let him eat me because I want to see what happens with the totem. It doesn't care. It doesn't care with the totem. There we go. All right, so that has been the Circus Texture Pack. Let's go and see what the Playroom Texture Pack looks like. So the texture pack we're looking at now is the Playroom Texture Pack by SideQuest, 660 mine tokens, and it was last updated in July 2025, which means we shouldn't have any default textures like the cows and the pigs, as we can see a cow here straight away, and the Chase the Skies update has been updated as well. Now, the Playroom Texture Pack, from what we're immediately seeing here, isn't necessarily much brighter, but does add toy elements to the mobs at least. So we can see the pig, for instance, has got the zipper effect, kind of making everything feel like an alive plushie. Now, as we saw with Huggy Wuggy and with Doey, they don't necessarily have zipping. You could maybe make an argument that they've got stitchings and stuff to go with that toy effect. So there is elements of that here. This is a little bit more raw in the colors, so maybe adds a bit more of those horror elements in by being a bit darker, by being a bit more untidy and unpolished. If we head over here to the village as well, we can see as we fly around, the world just feels that little bit more darker. So we saw with the circus textures, it was very vibrant, it was very bright, which I think matches the Huggy and Friends monsters. But the ambience of just being in a darker room or a darker world can make it feel a lot more on edge and a lot more anxious in feel. And as we come over to the village as well, we can see it's a vast difference over here, like with the iron golem, for instance, being a more traditional iron golem with some little red roses on them. The villagers are more traditionally shaped like villagers as well. They don't necessarily have any toy elements to them. They are very pixelated. And so this might have a bit of an ambience feel to it, but may also clash. Bear in mind as well, I'm not here to tell you what is the correct answer here. I'm just here to offer some options for you guys. I want to go and find a security camera to see if we can spawn in the doctor. Now, obviously, we see here with the trees as well, having little corner pieces on there, almost like they're toy trees, which is a key feature of the Playroom Texture Pack. But I feel like this goes a different direction for toys. I could see why somebody might have liked this, and also with it being more updated as well. It has those things going for it where it's, you know, the immersion could be great. There's no broken stuff. But for me, it doesn't feel the same. It really does get a lot darker than how it felt in the Circus Texture Pack, I find. I mean, we're only just getting to nighttime, and I feel like the world is a lot darker. We've got that moon over there as well. And then coming down here. So, okay, these are kind of elements of Circus. These feel like they were going for those big googly eyes like we saw on Circus. This kind of fits the mascot horror-y feel with the exaggerated expressions. The spider over there as well, very colorful. If we pop around, we can probably see a skeleton too. Okay, so there's like elements of humor in the horror, which could work with it as well. Let me see if we can find some CCTV cameras. As we get the creeper here too. The creeper actually fits really well, in my opinion, as that kind of goofy horror, but funny at the same time. And so I've set the world back to daytime so we can have a true look. What was that? That's a camera. So we can have a true look at how it's going to change when it affects the Doctor. We've got the CCTV camera here as well. So let's see then how the Doctor event works in this texture pack. We're going to let the camera see us. Boom. And now we need to just run. Oh, damn. He's there. Oh, my Lord. That is so quick. No, 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 no. What is that? Oh, we've got a Doey here as well with some critters. Okay, okay. Oh, no, I've fallen in the water. That's never a good sign. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Hi, guys. We can see the critters as well. That clashing of color. I don't think we've escaped him yet. Surely it's not just fall in the water to escape. Oh. There they are. Oh, there they are. Oh, here they are. No, no, no. No! No! Oh, my Lord. Get out of the way. Oh, he's got me. Oh, he's got me. There we go. There we go. That's the Doctor event. And then we're going to spawn out here in the snowy area. We're also going to be on fire and glitch my entire game as this works. There we go. Thank you very much. But we get to see how it looks over here too. This one, for me, it doesn't feel like a perfect combination. It just feels like it's sort of on brand, a little bit darker, but not quite as strong as I felt for the Circus textures. We're going to head over now to the Kindergarten Texture Pack by HeroPixels, and I actually have some strong hopes for this one. And so we're going to end on the Kindergarten Texture Pack, very heavily inspired by the Garden of Banban mascot horror game. I'm not sure if it's an official thing or if it's just inspired by it, but immediately we can see, as we're lagging as we join the game, because Minecraft Bedrock sucks on PlayStation, we can see straight away we've got some crazy, crazy mascot style mobs. So we've got the pig here already ramping up that spooky horror element, as I really hope the game could just catch up with me now. Thank you very much. We've also got a cow over here, adding that in as well straight away. So I feel like while it slightly differs, it's still meant to be mascot horror, like Poppy Playtime, like Huggy and Friends. This texture pack, though, unfortunately, was last updated in October 2023. So the fact that some, like the cows and the pigs there, have worked, does mean that in some other areas it will probably default back, like in like the hotter areas for the variations. It does also mean that there could be other elements that are not updated, and also the newer things like Chase the Skies and the Copper Age will not be featured in this, which is a shame. So I really hope HeroPixels comes back to this, because I remember liking this texture pack when I reviewed it. Like you can see over here straight away, the horses seem to have a bit of an issue. You've got the critters down here massively blending in. I think they work. I think they work. This texture pack costs 490 mine tokens, but there's a few things that we could check out. So let's go for a Catnap as well. The Catnap encounter has encountered. There's Catnap there. Like, I don't mind it, you know. I don't mind it. The textures do feel quite a bit harsher than even the Circus one. I do still think the Circus one captures correctly the color. And as well, while it's old, it's not as old as this one. But yeah, Catnap is enjoying himself around there. We can go into survival if you guys want to see how it would look. Hey Catnap, how you doing? Do we have... Where's he gone? Catnap? Catnap, where are you? I don't know where he is. We're going to just run through the fog to try and survive. If you stay still in the fog, it kills you. There's Catnap again. Hey, buddy. Hi. You just stay over there, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. We can see the textures as we're running through here as well. They're not clashing too tough for me, as far as I'm concerned. I think they're all right. They are harsher than Circus. You can tell my anxiety's up here because I'm scared of a jump scare. They are harsher than what Circus's one was in terms of that art style. Okay, yeah. No. You are a cat, so nap. Nap, buddy. Nap. Get out of here. Get away from me. Leave me alone, please. How are we running off into a pit of, like, death right there? How'd you beat Catnap? We've survived it. If he starts running on water, I think... He's underwater! What the hell? Nowhere is safe. The guy's just running underwater. How is this a thing? No. No, Catnap, no. See, like here, as the trees start to come into view as well, I think they work nice, man. It's like a broken... Maybe broken's the wrong word. Like a tormented world. The harsher textures adding in that spooky, uneasy feeling. We need to see a few more of the mobs. Oh, here we go. Thank you very much. Cheers for that, Catnap. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate you as always. Let's just go into creative and we'll head back to the plains area as well. Yeah, I mean, it kind of ups the level of eeriness and uncanniness because you've got these harsher specks of textures on here. That's what I think, at least. And if we grab, say, the Doey here as well, it works, in my opinion, because you've got those big kind of blotchinesses. You've got big blotchy on Doey, for instance, which all just seems to have a really good feel to it. What we can probably do as well is let's go to nighttime first. And let's see what kind of hostile mobs we're going to get spawning in. Now, bear in mind, arachnophobia warning here. I can't remember what the spiders are supposed to look like. And they're going to be a bit crazy just in general, I'm sure. Here we go. Something's down here. What is that? Is that a spider or a creeper? This right here is a creeper. Okie dokie. Looking like Mike Wazowski with a TNT. I don't particularly like this effect. I've never liked this effect. It feels broken with that. Can't really see it too tough, but you can see he's got like a TNT in his mouth. That mascot horror carrying on there. There's a spider, which seems to be a bit plain, unfortunately. So yeah, we're getting some elements of it being potentially not perfect. Here we've got a zombie with that mascot horror again. Very good. And then over here we've got some skeletons. Which, again, it feels a bit, maybe version 1 of a Poppy Playtime style add-on here. Not necessarily as polished as what we see with some of the great creatures from Huggy and Friends. Another, excuse me, please, leave me alone. Mummy does enjoy teasing us, which is not a sentence I thought I was going to say on Dad's Man Reacts. But she does enjoy teasing us with knocking on the walls. All right, Mummy, come on. Where are you? You can knock on walls all you want. Stop trying to scare me and grab me. Get breaded, son. Get breaded. You're like KFC chicken. You're gonna get breaded. But for me, with these texture packs... Hey, do you mind? Do you mind? Thank you very much. With these texture packs, sometimes the world can take a secondary feel, and it is about how the mobs feel as well, especially if you're playing on survival and you're playing with mob spawning too. So just being surrounded by mascot horror style mobs is very important to helping that immersion. So you're not just scared of Huggy and Friends, you are scared of the entire thing. And so it is a shame that this isn't updated. I think Circus captures the world event well. Like, the ambience of the world feels like it blends in with Huggy well. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Mommy.
Doesn't like cheaters. The rules are so simple. You die, Mommy gets to watch.
Destroy and collect 10 ores before the time runs out. Well, unfortunately, I can't do that because I don't have any tools. So we're just going to run, see how the effect triggers. Here we go. So she's given us time to play her game. We would have to collect 10 ores, which would be so easy if I had the tools, but I don't. So that's unfortunate. So we're just going to have to let this kill trigger. But this is what I mean by... You're running through the event and you're surrounded by these mascot horror style mobs to really just help boost that extra feeling, you know. It's not like, oh, it's just a zombie, or oh, it's just a creeper, or oh, it's just a skeleton. It's more like, oh, Skeleton McSkellyface, and there's Zombie McZomzom, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I don't name mascot mobs, but I feel like that can help, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Come on, mummy. Come kill me.
10, 9, 8,
We get the countdown as well.
5, 4, 3.
And the fog feels nice as well, actually. And there we go. Oh, we got drowned and killed by Mummy Longlegs there. There we go. We'll take the death and we'll go into creative and we'll set it back to daytime as well so we can light it up while I talk to you here. So yeah, that was the 3 texture packs that I could think of to pair with it. Unfortunately, 2 of them are very old. So I genuinely think if you want the mobs to be more immersive, you want to go for something like Kindergarten. If you want the world to feel more immersive, then maybe something like Circus. But if you want something that's up to date, kind of touches and builds upon that spookiness, then I think you could go for a Playroom. I don't think either pack is perfect, but I think there are elements to it which can really help boost the immersion. Let me know what you guys think. Is there a favorite texture pack for you guys? Did I miss one? Let me know down in the comments. And let me know how I can improve videos like this going forward as well. I really like doing mashups and mix-ups and see what happens and what we can build. Please drop that comment. Please drop that like. And if you're new to the Dazman Reacts channel, please hit the subscribe button as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!